Hello everyone. In this video, we will study about the noise which occurs in a satellite communication link. So, noise is basically because of the thermal noise, that is the random motion of the electrons, which occurs in the electronic circuitry involved at the Earth station as well as at the satellite. So, the thermal noise, we all know the formula for the thermal noise is KTB, where K is the Boltzmann constant, T is the equivalent noise temperature, and B is the noise bandwidth. Normally, when we come across a problem or a numerical to solve, sometimes we are directly given the equivalent noise temperature or we are given the noise figure of the amplifier. So, if we are given the noise figure F for an amplifier, we can easily calculate the equivalent noise temperature TE as T into F minus 1. And if we have multiple stages, we know that we can calculate the equivalent noise temperature taking into the impact of all the stages, and the formula we know for a cascaded system is T antenna plus T equivalent of the first stage plus T noise temperature of the second stage divided by the gain of the first stage and plus the noise temperature of the third stage divided by the gain of first stage and the second stage. Now, important thing that we observe in this formula is to have a low equivalent noise temperature, which the first stage should have a very low noise temperature and with a high gain. Therefore, the first stage is always preferred to be a low noise amplifier with a low equivalent noise temperature. The impact of it is clearly visible from the expression that if TE1 is low and G1 is high, the impact of the other stages equivalent noise temperature reduces and the total equivalent noise temperature of the system reduces. Here I also want to add that sometimes in the numericals we are given that from an antenna the signal is fed to the first amplifier through a cable network, which is called as a lossy network, which is normally represented with the loss L. First, we need to calculate the equivalent noise temperature of this lossy network. The way to calculate is TE for a lossy network with loss L is similar to the way we calculate for a noise figure, that is TE for a noisy network is TEA into L minus 1, and in the similar way we can calculate the total noise for the cascaded network. One more important point that we need to remember is lossy network has the loss L, which is inverse of gain. So when we are dividing by gain G1, it will become 1 by L, which is L will come in the numerator. So the equation will become T antenna plus TE1 plus TE2 into L1. So we don't want that. This will actually have an impact of an increased noise equivalent noise temperature, and we do not want it to be high, and therefore the best design for any network is to have first a low noise amplifier, then a lossy cable. Let's now solve one example to calculate the noise density and the noise power. The difference between a noise density and a noise power is noise density normally represented as N0 is nothing but noise power Pn by bandwidth, which is equivalent to Kt. So we are already given the noise temperature of the antenna as 35 and the noise temperature of the receiver as 100K, and we are asked to calculate the noise density and power with a bandwidth of 36 megahertz. So N0, which is KT, K is 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23, T is 35 plus 10, 135. We get noise power density as 1.86 into 10 to the power minus 21. Now we can multiply it with the bandwidth, which is given 36 megahertz, which comes out to be 0.067 picovolts for a noise power. Now again we have to calculate the equivalent noise temperature when the noise figure is given 4 and 4.1. Very important thing before solving this problem is, when we solve this problem, the equation that we have to use is TE is equal to ambient temperature TA into F minus 1. The F in this equation is in normal scale. So the values given to you are in dBs. First you need to convert it into the normal scale, and then only you can use it to calculate the equivalent noise temperature. So the first step that we see is noise figure equal to 4 dB, which is equivalent to 2.512 in the normal scale. Similarly for 4.1, and we can calculate the equivalent noise temperature. Important thing to note that is, with 0.1 dB change in the noise figure, it has led to a difference in equivalent noise temperature of 17.4 degree. So that is a big number. Now the next is antenna noise. We are using the term T antenna. Now this antenna noise is basically the noise that this antenna is radiating or adding, is simply it is taking it from the earth and radiating, because earth is a radiating body and antenna picks up these radiation. So these noise can be reduced if we provide an angle of elevation. So in many problems we will come across elevation of 5 degrees, 10 degrees. The reason for having an elevation is simply to reduce the impact of equivalent noise temperature. So this plot clearly shows that the antenna noise with the change in frequency and the impact of elevation of it. The upper plot is when there is no elevation, and the below plot where we see a reduction in the attenuation is just because we have provided an elevation to our antenna. And this plot more clearly shows the impact of elevation on the noise temperature for an antenna. Providing an elevation does not mean that we should keep on increasing to any value. Normally we keep it around 5 to 15 degrees, because it is clearly seen from in this is, when there is no elevation, to a case when there is 10 or 20, it reduces drastically. After that, even if you are increasing the antenna elevation, it is not reducing further. So normally the range for elevation is 5 to 15 degrees, that is preferred. So we have also seen that the because of rain there is a depolarization losses. Rain also adds to the noise temperature, and that is calculated as Ta into 1 minus 1 by A, where A is a rain attenuation which comes to us from the data sheet. And when there are two cases which will be come across in while solving the problem, is clear sky condition and when it is raining. So clear sky condition is simply the sum of the FSL, some of these noises in our system, equivalent noise temperature. But when it is raining, we will come across an additional term as T sky is equal to TCS plus T rain. Thank you.